Hey, I'm Kat. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the video, and this week's video is going to be my July clean slate vlog. So basically just end of the month, I like to take a week, try to basically finish off like all of my current read books. It's rough. It's very hard to kind of get through them because I think I have like 15 on the go. I like to try and actually finish off what I have left on my TBR. Again, way too many. And I'm going to try to cut down on some of the library books I have. So I have a huge stack of library books right now and it's a little overwhelming. So basically this week we are just going to intensely focus on reading and just getting ourselves set up so that next month we can kind of go into it clean slate and just kind of like be prepped for success. So we're going to be doing a lot of resetting for the month, a lot of reading, like so much reading, and just trying to get through some of our goals. So hi, welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna start this off just by kind of going over my current reads, which, oh my god, there are so many, so many, and just a little bit about what I have checked out. So another thing too, I'm currently participating in the Summer of Romantasy Readathon, which is hosted by Tori Between Pages. And basically this has like 35 romantasy related prompts that you have like 2 months to complete. We are in the last week of it and I think I still have like 13 prompts to go. I really want to like finish this off by the end of the month. I really want to actually like achieve this. So we're going to be reading a ton of romantasy to try and get there. Also during this week, it's Thursday right now. Over the weekend, I'm going to be filming a separate video, which is just a 48-hour romantasy reading vlog. So that's going to be the focus of that one, is to try and like finish off those prompts. But also I can guarantee that we're going to be reading other romantasy books between that, just because I do have like so much to get through, and 13 books in a week is kind of ridiculous, especially when you consider like how many other stuff I have to read. So for audiobooks, I'm currently listening to Cibola Burn by James S. A. Corey. This is book 4 in the Expanse series, a sci-fi epic that I really enjoy, and I'm about 40% into that. And then also I just started, what is it called? No, Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb. I'm like 2% into it, and it's a 38-hour audiobook, so that one's going to take quite a bit. It's going to be very hit or miss if I actually can finish both of those. But I have quite a few audiobooks like checked out on Libby, and I do want to get to them. I do have to say I want to try and finish as many as possible. And then okay, so we're gonna for library, like I have my e-reader here. I'm just looking at the ones checked out. The primary focus is just going to be books that are due back soon, and that is what I'm going to worry about for right now. So I have How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying by Django Wexler. I'm 10-ish% into this one and it's due in 3 days. Really like it. It's like this girl who's stuck in this living what is it, like living loops. Like every time she dies she goes back to the beginning of this thing where like this wizard meets her and is like, hi, you are here, you are the chosen one, you are here to defeat the villain. And she basically decides, what if this time I become the villain instead? So we're following that. Infinity Gate by M.R. Carey, I'm 43% into, and this is just another sci-fi epic about parallel worlds. Really good, but it's kind of like a denser read, so that one's been taking me quite a while. I have The Bright Sword by Leif Grossman. I do also have a physical copy from the library, but I managed to get, they have like these express copies that you can sometimes get, and I just have 4 days left in that one. I think it's like a King Arthur retelling. And then what else is due soon? Oh, Beautyland by Marie-Hélène Bertino. I think that one's kind of sci-fi dystopian-esque. Okay, and those are all the ones that I have due soon on Libby and kind of like what I'm in the middle of reading. Then let's see if is there anything physical I'm reading? No. I'm like trying to remember. Wait. Okay, I'm still in the process. I don't have my copy with me at the moment, just because it's on the other side of the house and I'm lazy. But it is The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Turton. I haven't finished that one yet. It's like this dystopian world after this like mist has taken out the majority of the world. The last people who live there's some murder. I'm 20-ish% into that one and I would like to finish it because I am on a goal to finish my physical TBR this year. So we're going to be reading like a very heavy focus of physical books for the next bit, and that's definitely going to be a focus on this too. But let's look at the physical library books that I have out, and I'll just take you over to that stack. So again, there's quite a few that are here, but the only ones we're going to primarily try to focus on the ones that are going to be due back soon, which are The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley, Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, and then again, the physical copy of The Bright Sword by Leif Grossman. So these are gonna be what I'm like prioritizing getting done, because I know all of those holds are going to be done fairly soon and I don't want to like hold on to them for so long. So yeah, that is a very, very quick overview of some of the books that I'm reading, some of the ones that are my immediate priority, and I'm gonna go get reading. I just finished off work for the day and I'm ready to just like dive into a book and relax. I feel like I kind of need that right now to like turn my mind off. So I'm gonna read for a bit. Not sure what I'm gonna focus on first. Probably one of the books on Libby that's expiring, but I will come back to you soon. Hey, we're Friday now. I did an update yesterday. I always do this. I say that I'm gonna read like a whole bunch that night, and then literally after I filmed that update, I took a nap. I watched an episode of Game of Thrones because my partner and I are rewatching it, and then I like went back to bed. Well, I stayed up until like 8:30, but I went to bed incredibly early yesterday. And did I read anything? No. So here we are, Friday. I am just finishing up work right now, and I'm gonna do a little bit more reading before we get into the like weekend readathon that I'm filming. So there might be a little pause. I might actually, I don't know, I'm a little crazy. I need to like mix up my reading sometimes. So I might still have things to update this weekend. I might just like not 100% focus on this readathon. Who knows? But anyways, I managed to get about 70% into Cibola Burn by James S. A. Corey. So this book 4 in the Expanse series, and it's like this epic sci-fi adventure. It starts off like with this potential war between the outer rim, like all the outer stations of the world, and the inner planets. And it starts off as this potential war, but it has like very, very vastly expanded into something completely different. And I feel like this book right now, the one that I'm reading, it is taking place on an entirely new planet. We're following like, there's different characters in every book that we tend to follow, and this one we're following our main cast and some completely new people, but there's like all these extra characters who we've been introduced to before that I like desperately want to see from again. It's great. It's like just in a very, very interesting world right now. I do feel like I kind of missed something because I didn't read the novellas that are between the books, and I haven't really been keeping up with those. And I'm kind of feeling like this is the first book that I've gone into it and really felt like I'm missing something, because 2 years took place between books 3 and 4 and a huge amount of stuff happened. So I kind of feel like I'm missing a little bit, and I might want to go back and read those. So yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot. I was just kind of listening to that while I worked all day today. Otherwise, so I haven't read anything else, but I really need to try and finish How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying by Django Wexler. It is due back in 2 days now, like my ebook copy. So I really need to like focus on that, and I think I'm gonna read that for the next few hours before like shifting over to the romantasy realm, and yeah, like hopefully make a big chunk out of that. Because the little bit I read, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's just like this girl, she's stuck in this endless time loop. Every time she dies, she goes back to like, kind of like, it feels like a video game. Like she dies, she goes back to the start screen where it's this wizard telling her that she needs to come and save the world from a Dark Lord. But she's been doing it for so many years, like 1,000 years at this point. Like she's just constantly living life after life doing this and failing, dying from the Dark Lord every time. That she decides, you know what, I'm gonna be the Dark Lord. I'm gonna recruit these orcs who are close by, and I'm gonna make them my underlings, and I'm gonna be the Dark Lord. And just like, I'm 11% in. The little bit I've read, so fun. And I know I really like his writing because I literally just finished, like I binged his trilogy. It's like the first book's Ashes of the Sun. I don't remember the name of the trilogy, but I literally binged that this month. I read all 3 books in a month, which I never do. Like I'm really trying to change that. I'm trying to become much better at like reading series and subsequently and like really actually finishing off series that I'm reading. But yeah, I've read all 3 of them in a month and really enjoyed that whole series. So like I have a really good feeling that this is going to be one that I enjoy just based off that experience I have with the author. So that's kind of my plan for tonight. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm probably gonna be like listening to Cibola Burn as I do everything this weekend. Like whenever I'm not, or like whenever I'm working out, whenever I'm doing my makeup, cleaning, like all those type of things, I always like to have an audiobook. So I think I'll be doing that and trying to finish it off. But yeah, that's kind of my night ahead, and my weekend ahead is just reading. I don't really have anything else planned, which is fantastic. It's like the first weekend in months it feels like, where I don't actually have things planned and where my partner and I are both at home. So actually pretty nice. And there we go. I'm just gonna go read now. Hey, it's Monday. So I did 0 check-ins this weekend. Fully intended to do more, just the weekend got away from me. So we are lunchtime at Monday. I just finished up my leg workout, went for a run, showered, and then we have like, I don't know, 5-ish minutes to quickly update before I have to go back to work. So yeah, this weekend, primarily we did like reading for the romantasy video I was filming. And I think I finished three prompts for the summer of romantasy. So now I still have nine left to go. I have 1 book halfway done. Really quickly, the books I read, there was Spark of the Everflame, Nectar of the Wicked, and Spindles and Thorns. And then I'm halfway through the Book of Azrael, which I'm loving. That one's so great. Definitely want to try and finish that off today. So it's kind of looking like I'm definitely not going to finish the Summer of Romantasy reading challenge. That's fine. Is it though? Or am I gonna go crazy and just like intensely read? Who knows? We might even extend it a few days into August, just because I am such a completionist, and if you tell me that there's like a challenge, I want to complete it, obviously, and I want to make sure that I have checked off everything. So I might cheat a little and just actually extend this like a few days into August and just try to make sure that I get like those last 9 prompts checked off. So what else have I read? I listened quite a bit to Cibola Burn by James S. A. Corey, and I have about 2 hours left of the audiobook today. So one of my hopes is that I'm going to finish that at work this afternoon. So I don't have any meetings, it's just like solo work, so I think I could definitely keep that on and finish it, and really enjoying it. This one, like I think I was saying before, but like we are in a completely different like setting in this one. It's very like self-contained, which a lot of the books are. I've noticed they are very like, there's a theme to each of the book and they're very self-contained to one area. But this one's different. Like we're on a whole new planet. We are following like a group of settlers. We're following like a government organization, like all these different things, and also our main characters. So it's been very interesting that way. But I don't know if this one is like captivating me to the same level that a lot of the other ones did. But I should definitely be able to finish that today. And then one thing, I am so upset about this, but I had started reading How to Become the Dark Lord, Died Trying. Really deeply enjoyed it. Like was so enjoying it so much. Then I kind of like miscalculated when the hold was due back. So it was due back Sunday morning at 9 a.m. And I would say Sunday at 6 a.m. when I got up, I was just quickly looking through my library, my Libby app, and realized, oh, hey, I have 3 hours left and I have 70% of the book to read. So I managed to get to 80%, but I'm still so upset about it because there's apparently this hack where like, if you put your device on airplane mode, if you turn the Wi-Fi off, the hold won't expire. That didn't happen. It fully expired as soon as the time was up, and it just like, that did not work for me. That did not happen. So I was in the middle of reading it. I was loving it. I was having a great time. I thought that I would have more than enough time to finish this, just like if I kept it on airplane mode. But no, it returned with like 40 pages left. And I am so upset because also like the digital hold, when I looked at it, it said it would be 26 weeks to come in. And then I don't want to buy the book just because I don't want to spend money. Like I'm really enjoying it. Like it's definitely at least a 4-star. And I just didn't want to spend the money because I'm trying to cut down on my spending. So I did manage to find that my local library, the physical copy, I can get it, I think within like 2 weeks. So I'm just going to be anxiously waiting for that. It really sucks because I thought that I'd be able to like get that one done and get it off my plate and just have like another book read this month. But yeah, we're going to hope that the hold comes in like sooner rather than later. So those are kind of like all I've been reading lately. I'm not sure what I'm going to be focused on reading tonight. I still have so many library books, so many books on Libby, and then so many Kindle Unlimited stuff to read for the Summer of Romantasy. So I don't really know at all where I'm going to focus on. But yeah, definitely going to keep listening to Cibola Burn. Do I have anything going on tonight? I don't think so. I think Simon and I are gonna go get ice cream, but otherwise no real plans for tonight. So it might be perfect time to read, especially now that I'm done like my workout. That was like the one thing I was really hoping to get done today. So it could just be a heavy reading night. And okay, I need to go back to work now. I need to make a coffee. I think I have just enough time for that. And hey, it's Tuesday now. I did 0 updates yesterday because we ended up watching Logan after work and going for ice cream also. But Deadpool and Wolverine is out right now. So my boyfriend and I decided that we're gonna try and rewatch like both the Deadpool movies, Logan. I think that's gonna end up being it. I think those are the only ones we decided we wanted to rewatch before we go to see it Friday. So last night we did Logan, tonight we're doing Deadpool 2. We did the first Deadpool like on Friday. So we're just kind of making our way through that. And by the time we were done, because we did take like a 30-minute break to go get ice cream and stuff, by the time we were done, it was late. I was tired, didn't feel like talking. But last night I did finish kind of a short story, like not really a short story, like a novella I was reading called Butcher of the Woods. And this is gonna count towards Summer of Romantasy, gonna count towards the Great Quest. But it was basically a short like novella following a woman who she years before had gone into these like enchanted woods and rescued a child. And now the local lord's 2 children have been abducted. Well, not abducted, they went into these woods again. And the lore of the town is that you have 1 day from the time that a child enters these woods to be able to bring them back out. And the woman we're following, she's the only known person who has ever managed to bring a kid out, and the only time that a kid has ever lived after going into the woods. So she is basically enlisted to go do this. It was decent. It was like very dark and twisty, and yeah, just like a little good time. So I finished that last night, and then I've also finished, like between last night and throughout the day today, I finished reading Infinity Gate by M.R. Carey, which I have been reading this book for so long now. Like, it is one that I keep reading and my hold expires, so it goes back to the library, and then I keep getting it back and not finishing it. And it makes it sound like I didn't like it, but I actually really, really enjoyed this one. I think it was just like, it was a dense sci-fi, and it kind of made it difficult to like really sit down and want to intensely read it because it had such dense topics and like really, really good, just a lot to kind of consume at once. And we followed a bunch of different people randomly, like a lot of things were happening. But just in general, this book is basically about a multiversal world war. So we're following a group of many worlds, realities, multiverses that all form this group called Pandemonium. And they are all like basically worlds throughout history who have discovered the art of multiversal travel and all managed to contact each other. They formed like an alliance that they would protect each other and that they would share technology, share resources, share everything, so that they all members of this group are able to thrive. And they also do like, they encounter uninhabited worlds, so worlds basically where, say, like evolution didn't follow through, and there is never a reigning animal species that managed to take it over. So they go to these worlds and they take like water, resources, fruit, like all types of things that are being grown there, and they bring them back to the world so that they can all thrive. But what happens is Pandemonium, they come in contact with another group of worlds that they call Insurrection, that are all like AI machine dominated worlds. So they're worlds where basically an AI was developed and it has taken over the world, and that is the world, is that it is entirely this like group of AIs, pretty much. So it's wars between them as they've started to do like encounter each other and start to war. So we're following a scientist who, on her home world, she's starting to discover this reality like travel. A soldier from one of the worlds who's brought in accidentally, and like is accidentally brought into one of the Pandemonium worlds and enlisted as a soldier. And then a young girl who's in one of the Pandemonium worlds too, and like gets involved in this war entirely by accident. It was really good. Really, really good, like 4 stars for sure. It was fantastic. It just like was definitely very dense and something that took like considerably longer than I was really expecting to get through. So that kind of like, I think I've been reading this for 3 months, and the whole came in the other day and I was like, okay, it's time to finally get this one off my list, get this one finally like crossed off of something that I'm reading. So very happy that I have that one done. And yeah, that's kind of where I've been. I have another short novella. It's called Mountains of Glass, romantasy novella that I'm gonna read later. I think it's like it's a retelling of something by Scarlett St. Clair. I think it's by Scarlett St. Clair. And then I have a bunch of other books that I would like to get to. I just haven't committed to anything yet. But before we do that, I'm gonna do a little PR unboxing because I am an affiliate for Ipsy, BoxyCharm, all of that, and I'll leave a referral code down below. It's not really a code, it's just like a link that I think you get $5 off if you sign up for it. I'm not 100% sure, but I get Ipsy and BoxyCharm through PR every month, which if you haven't already, my Instagram, which is @_the_lipstick life, I talk all about like beauty products and stuff. So this is kind of my like monthly unboxing for these, and it's an exciting month because we got the, I honestly don't even know what it's called. It's like the box Ipsy Icons, I think it's called. So it collabs, Ipsy collabs with a celebrity every month, or celebrity make person every month, and they curate a box, and we actually have an interesting one. Let's take a look at this month's unboxing. So first off, Ipsy. This is the little bag that we got. And Ipsy is, I think it's $20 a month, and you get 5 like deluxe sample size products. So we have an intense eye cream by the brand Femu, never heard of it. The Professional matte primer by Benefit, mattifying primer to minimize silica pores. I'm sure I've tried this one before. I've tried so many of these Benefit primers, and like they're ones that constantly get sent in BoxyCharm too. So we just have a little size. This is from the brand YC Collection, and I wasn't sure what it is, but it's actually a highlighter, a liquid highlighter in the shade Creamsicle. It might be a little dark for me, but it's still pretty. Then we have a honey infused sugar scrub by the brand Miel. I think this is a body scrub, not, I mean, I'm not gonna use it on my face anyways, but I think it's body scrub. I actually want to smell it and see if it's nice. Okay, so it's not really giving like that honey scent that I was hoping for, just kind of like mild citrusy. Not bad, very pleasant. I just like, I'm really always looking for something that has like that honeysuckle scent, because it's one of my favorite things, and that didn't give it. And then last thing we have in the Ipsy bag is a lip oil from e.l.f. If I'm not mistaken, these are like a brand new release. So this is in the shade Pink Quartz. By brand new, I mean like within the last 6 months. I do have one of these and I love it, so I'm very, very happy to have another one. And I'll just give it a quick swatch. Yeah, so it comes out very clear, like slight pink vibe, but very clear. So I'm super happy with this Ipsy. And now let's do the BoxyCharm next. All right, so BoxyCharm, I think $30 a month. I'm not 100% sure, but you're supposed to get like 5 full-size products. And their theme for the month, the Beauty Olympics, because of the Olympics. So I got a texture spray from Amika. Actually, I've never used a texture spray, so I'm actually very interested to see what this does. It's supposed to build fullness and matte texture for perfectly tousled high volume hair. Okay, down for that. From the Nuco, a serum, skin filter serum. Okay, so it's an alt retinol, is it? AHAs, BHAs, and hyaluronic acid. Oh, so it has the, I'm gonna like absolutely butcher this, bakuchiol. So that's like an alternative to a retinol. So it's supposed to be better for people who like, if they find retinol too intense on your skin, that's what that's supposed to be for. Farah, a gel eyeliner duo. Ooh, okay. So I think it's just a black, and this is the fun one, a purple. Okay. I love a good purple eyeliner, so that's fun. Then I'm so excited from this. Lunar Beauty, which a brand I love. I've honestly never tried anything from them that I haven't loved. This is their liquid blush, which, first of all, gorgeous shade. Second of all, holy fuck, this is a lot of blush. And it is in the shade Fugo Fuchsia. So let's see. Oh boy, that is a bright. Okay, I love it. I love it. I'm very, very excited to wear that actually. And I might be mistaken, but I think this is a new release too. Like I honestly can't remember when this was released. I can't remember hearing anything about their liquid blushes, so I think it's fairly new, but I'm very excited. And then we have a palette from Iconic London, which I hope I don't have this one. This is the Treat Yourself eyeshadow palette. So here we go. This is the inside. Very pretty, very neutral with some like pops of teals and greens. Yeah, very nice. I can't remember what I feel about the Iconic London formula. I know I have at least one other palette from them, but to be honest, I don't think I've ever used it. I have it right here, and it's the Booming and Gleaming. I think I got it in a BoxyCharm too, and this is the other one. Yeah, I've never used this one, so I don't know what I feel about their formula at all, but I really need to use these. I need to actually like see what I think. And that was a BoxyCharm, fantastic one. Definitely most excited about the liquid blush. This is so fun, and like this shade Wild, so intense, but I love that. I love a really intense blush. I love having something over the top, so very happy. So, and last we have the Icon box, which like I said is curated by a celebrity and makeup artist, somebody in the beauty sphere every month. And this month it was Chrissy Teigen, and part of it we got sent her cravings. I guess it's a baking bread. I think she has a like recipe about this maybe, but it's a chocolate chunk cookie mix. So I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna be making these at some point this week. Very, very excited to try these out. And very random to get in a box, but I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, she was the one who curated this month. And the Icon boxes are honestly the best. They are definitely, they're more expensive. They're like the most, I think 60 or something bucks a month, but you always get like so many products and actually really good products. So Icon is kind of my favorite, and they only do it quarterly, but I get so excited every time. So first off, we have an exfoliating cleanser. This is by the brand Loved One. Rosehip and sea buckthorn oil, naturally deep moisturized. Okay. Facial radiance pads by First Aid Beauty. I've used these before and like them. They exfoliate and smooth and brighten your skin. It's been a long time since I've used them though, but I do remember liking these. There is a lip mask by Bezo Balm. Does it smell? Ooh, they smell like cookies. Yeah, this smells like cookie dough. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, is it? Oh, is this? Okay, this is from, I didn't realize. This is from JLo Beauty, and it's the shade Sweet Shine. But yeah, those smell like cookies. That's amazing. There is a calming moisturizer by MZ Skin. And let me look at this. This is just what it looks like. A brush set by Leith Beauty. So they're just like all eye brushes. They look super nice. A continuous prep and set setting mist by Morphe. Never used this, but I think this is one that a lot of people really enjoy. By Grown Alchemist, a regenerative gel mask, which is naturally advanced formulations to support your skin. I know, yeah, like Grown Alchemist is a very expensive beauty brand, and I have like stuff from them before. I never found something that I like love, but I have liked a lot of it. And okay, so from Iconic London, a multi-use cream blush, bronze, and highlight palette. I'm gonna open this up. Okay. First off, I need to say I hate the packaging on this one. It feels very cheap and it was very hard to open. But these are the shades. So 2 blushes, 3 bronzery shades, and 1 highlighter. They're pretty. They look pretty pretty. They look pretty enough. I do think I have another like cream blush palette from Iconic London that I've never used either. For some reason, they're one of those brands that I'm just like never reaching for. But this looks nice enough. And the final item, and in my opinion, the absolute most exciting, we have Juice by Commodity. So this is a brand new perfume, came out last month, and I am so excited. So I'm a huge Commodity fan. I used to be an affiliate for them. I don't believe I am anymore, but yeah, I used to have a discount code with them, but I'm a huge fan, and they have a few scents that I really like Paper and Book. So good. Like, if you like a nice sandalwood scent, I'm really excited about this one. Now I'm gonna give it a little sniff test. Okay, it's a little hard to tell, but it's given kind of florally, like definite florals. I need to look up the scent, like the actual scent description of this one, because I'm having a really hard time placing it. But it's nice. It's nice. It's definitely giving like a very sweet floral. So that was the Icon box, and yeah, I am ridiculously thrilled with this one. And while I am still on the PR sphere, I'll quickly share that I got a new collection from ColourPop. It was actually an old collection that they expanded upon, and they sent me the whole thing. So they did a collaboration with the Winx Club, and I'll start off by sharing this palette. So this is the Just Like Magic pressed powder palette, and this is the inside. Gorgeous. Really excited for this one. It's giving like such ethereal fairy vibes. And then as part of that, there's 5 shadow sticks. There's 6 shadow sticks. The other one is somewhere in my room, but I do have swatches of these up on Instagram. They're stunning. They're all multi-chrome and like so pretty. And then there are 6 lip glosses, which I already have put away, but I have swatches of those on Instagram too. There's a little gemstone set and a super shock highlighter, which I've never tried one in this packaging, so I'm excited for it if I can open it. But this is the highlighter, which might be a little dark for me. I'm a very pale girl, and this looks kind of darker pink, but I'm very excited for it too. And you know what, why not? Let's show my most recent shopping haul too, which I ordered these so long ago, and they only recently came in because they got lost in the mail. But I did a little glam light order, and I ordered 3 palettes because at the time they had a 70% off sale and couldn't say no. So first off, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air palette, which they do very random collabs, I'll just say that, and some of them get me. So there is the inside. I just love like the pinks and greens, like pink, purple, and green is a color combination that gets me every single time. There's Nightmare on Elm Street, which, if you see that, and the inside is just very murky greens, which very fun for fall. And I'm not gonna open this one yet because I'm gonna open it for a reel, but Frosted Flakes palette. And the only reason I'm not opening is because it's like sealed like a little cereal box. So that will eventually be up on Instagram, but I kind of want to do like an unboxing reel of it and not open it yet. So yeah, that's just a little PR and makeup haul. Kind of crazy like how much this has stained my hand, but I'm really having trouble getting that off, I guess, like when I actually have to use makeup remover. So I spent the last few hours baking and did some like banana muffins and scones, which I tried using whole wheat flour for the scones for the first time, kind of by accident, kind of because that's the only like all-purpose flour I have at the moment. They turned out okay. They turned out okay. Different, I don't know if I would do that again, but I had started a little like herb garden, so I was really excited to use some of the basil that I have grown in that. So I did like basil and cheddar, which not bad. Didn't turn out too bad, aside from like the whole wheat thing. And I spent like the entire time I was doing that, I listened to Nemesis Games by James S.A. Corey. So this is book 5 in The Expanse. So this is book 5 in the Expanse series. And yeah, I finished book 4 like 2 days ago and decided just to jump right in because part of my goal for this month was to get through books 4 and 5. So why not? Let's keep going. I really want to aim to finish this entire series this year. So I'm really gonna actually like start focusing on it, but I'm 41% in, which honestly is kind of insane because this is what, like an 18-hour audiobook and I'm 40% in. I do listen to it on like 2.5 speed though. I do listen to all of them on 2.5 speed, so that kind of adds in, but yeah, really enjoying this one. Following the same crew of people, and well, like in the last book we were in a very isolated area. We're more central in this one, but the crew are all on their own separate little missions for the first time. So before they've all been like very much together, or if they're separate it's like not by choice, and in this one everyone is going off on like their little side mission. It's really interesting. I'm kind of enjoying that dynamic and really enjoying like, because we're learning a lot more of the backstories of every member of this main crew too, so that's great, and really enjoying that. Then I also finished reading a novella. I'm gonna say novella because it's about 200 pages, and it was called Mountains Made of Glass by Scarlett Sinclair. Pretty sure I've talked about this one. I feel like I've talked about this one before. I can't remember what I said, but I finished reading it. It's gonna go towards Summer of Romantasy as the retelling. I don't know what story it's retelling. Maybe Snow White, because there's 7 evil brothers and a woman who's taken to fall in love with them. I don't know. Literally only thinking Snow White because there's 7 brothers and there's a magical mirror. It was fine. It was just a short little novella about there's this evil prince. He has this woman captive and she has 7 days to figure out his true name, and if she does, he will release her. But he also he has a goal of making her fall in love with him within 7 days to break a curse. Very smutty, otherwise like nothing really that crazy, just like a smutty little good time. And yeah, that's kind of been my reading for the last little bit. Haven't done any progress on anything else, but I'm really happy that I'm that far into Nemesis Games, and seeing that tomorrow is the last day of August, which, wow, it actually feels like maybe I could get through this one. Maybe I can actually do it. Like, I'm definitely not gonna actually complete my August TBR because I also had Assassin's Quest on it, which is the 3rd book in Robin Hobb's Farseer trilogy, and I have the audiobook for that one too. It's 38 hours. There is no way in hell I'm gonna be getting that done by tomorrow, but if I can at least get Nemesis Games checked off, that will feel good. Also realizing too, I have The Blood of Elves, book 1 in The Witcher. That was on my TBR. I have the audiobook checked out, and that's not gonna happen. Could potentially start it physically tonight, but there's like no way it's gonna get done in time. So I'm not really sure if I should, like, where I should focus my mind right now, because again, I'm like overwhelmed by library books, overwhelmed by books on my physical TBR, and then trying to get all these challenges done. Like, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, we are on our last day, friends, and we're gonna try and read a bunch tonight and see like kind of what we can get through. Sorry if you can hear the washing machine in the background. Yeah. But anyways, I worked out today, showered, have a coffee, have some laundry on, and I spent a big part of the day so far listening to Nemesis Games by James S.A. Corey, which I think I've talked about it. Have I talked about it before? I can't remember if I talked about it yesterday, but it's book 5 in the Expanse series, and I am so ridiculously into this installation. Like, it is insane how much I'm just like taking any excuse I can to just sit here and keep reading, well, listening, and like, perfect day to do so many things around the house because all I want to do is keep listening to this. I'm like 70% into it already, which is insane. And I don't know, for some reason this audiobook is just going by so fast for me. Like, I'm so into it, and literally all I want to do is just keep reading. So that's fantastic. I can tell that this is going to be like, I think honestly one of my favorite installations so far. Like, shit is going down, and I feel like I've talked about it, but in this one we're following the same crew that we usually follow, but each person is off kind of on their own solo adventure. So they're all scattered around the galaxy, and all of them have their own little adventure. They're facing things from their past. And in this one too, we actually have a lot of characters from the other books coming in. So there's a lot of side characters who we've seen briefly, we haven't had a lot of time with, but they are coming back. And that's making me super excited, because there's so many of these characters that, like, honestly, I've just been waiting to get more time with them. I really have been like missing them in the installations we're reading, and felt like there was a very big lack of them. But this one's going so good. And then I also started, I probably am gonna fuck up this name, but it is The God and the Gumaho. So this is a Korean story taking place in 1990s, and we're following a Gumaho, which I guess is a fox spirit. Well, fox spirit person who can like shift into a fox. They're kind of like magical monster creatures, and we're following one of them who has been kind of living her life like trying to blend in more to like the mortal side, but there's this huge like underground community of like creatures in Korea where the story is taking place. One of them is a god he's the trickster god. So he's basically like, I am fully picturing like a middle-aged Loki in this, because he's a god. He tried to overthrow the emperor and ended up being exiled from the god kingdom, and now is living his life as like an investigator, a cop, with the police force. And he was given a punishment that he needs to kill like, I think 20,000 monsters, and then he's able to return back into the realm of the gods and return to his god status. I'm fully picturing Loki, like 100%, but like an older, more tired, kind of just done with life Loki. And we're following him as he's investigating this like demon that is attacking citizens, and teaming up with the Gumaho, who takes on a role as his assistant, because she is potentially responsible for one of the crimes that he's investigating, and she wants to kind of stay one step ahead of the investigation and do whatever she can to kind of like shift the blame away from her so that she won't be a suspect. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like don't know what I was expecting going into this one, but I'm really enjoying it. Like, it's just like a really fun like mystery story of them trying to like track down this demon and bring like peace to the realm, or peace to the mortal realm, I guess. But I'm like 30-ish% into that and really enjoying it. Also a pretty quick read, but yeah, that one's going great. So that's kind of the plan for tonight, is to keep reading that. I want to finish Nemesis Games, which I do think is possible, because like I want to go for a walk, and I am going to be doing some other stuff around the house. So like there's a very good chance that I'll be able to sit down and actually like keep listening to it. Honestly, worst case, I'm probably just going to listen and like play games on my phone, because I'm so ridiculously into it that is all I want to do. But yeah, great. Like, I'm so into this series, which is such a shift from when I originally started it. Like, I was super into book 1. Book 2, read it, did not like it, but then ended up going back, rereading book 2, and fell in love again with it. And then since then, every installation has been getting like better and better almost for me. Like, it is one that I am so intensely into this series right now. And I did set a challenge for myself to finish this by the end of the year. And the way it's going, it's definitely gonna happen, because I'm loving it. So yeah, this has been long enough update, and I'm just gonna go read now. So it is 10 p.m. I am very shortly heading to bed, so I figured perfect time to come in, wrap this up, and yeah, just wrap up the video, say goodnight, everything. So we ended up watching Deadpool 2 tonight, because we're going to see the new Deadpool and Wolverine in a few days, so decided to watch that tonight. Great. I love these movies. Like, honestly, Deadpool movies are some of my like all-time favorite. I just like, there's certain older like 10, 15 years ago, like superhero movies that are really some of my like all-time favorite. Like the X-Men movies are just like my comfort movies, so that was great. And I did a bit more reading tonight, but not like a really considerable amount, because that did end up taking up like a very large portion of my night. So I'm about 40% into The God in the Gumaho now, which really, oh, by the way, we have a buddy, if you can hear him panting. Really enjoying it. I think that this one's gonna be super fun. Like, it's still just this murder mystery between a god and our Gumaho, who's like a fox shifter spirit person. Really, really good. Really enjoying it so far. And then I finished Nemesis Games. That is the big thing that I managed to get done, is that I got done another Expanse book, which I might be remembering wrong. Honestly, like every single day, that just, it goes in and out of my head so quick. But did I finish two books in the Expanse series this week? Maybe. I really think I should start like writing down what I do in every video, just so I can actually like look back at it and reflect on it. But I think I read books 4 and 5. Either way, I'm done book 5. It was great. 5 stars, fantastic, loved it. Really, really big fan of this series. It's so good. So excited to just like immediately jump into book 6, because my library hold for the audiobook of that one just came in. So, you know, I am immediately going to be jumping into it, and I cannot wait. So yeah, like once again, this one just left off in like the craziest place ever, and I can't wait. So that is where we are ending tonight's video. And yeah, it was a pretty good week. Did not finish so I haven't finished all of these Summer for Fantasy prompts, but I'm gonna cheat a little and like expand that slightly into August, just give myself a few more days, because I'm gonna do a video soon where I'm like wrapping up what I read for every prompt. So I'm just gonna cheat a little and give myself like 2 or 3 more days just to keep reading like the romantasy books for that. And I still have so many library books that I need to get through. Like, that part's a little concerning. Maybe I should do like a week where I just focus on library books, because like this stack that I have is gigantic right now, and like it just keeps getting bigger, and I'm not returning books on time. So I really need to prioritize that. But that is a problem for another day. That is for tomorrow me to reflect upon and decide what to do. So thank you for watching this. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Maybe like this video if you would like to. And hopefully I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye.